Live na live tayo mula dito sa Philoil Flying V Center at isang gabi ng volleyball action ang ating hatid na naman because it's the much-awaited rivalry of the sibling teams between Choco Mucho and the Creamline Cool Smashers. Maghaharap na ang purple kontra sa kulay pink ngayong gabi dito lamang sa inyong paboritong Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. Live na live po tayo mga kapamilya via SNA, SNA HD, via Liga, Liga HD, via the #1 sports website of the Philippines, sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/PVL, and via iWant. For those abroad, you're catching us via tfc.tv. The matchup that we have for today is none other than between Choco Mucho and Creamline. It's the much-awaited matchup that the season has been waiting for between the sibling teams. And ako po ang inyong lingkod, Sinjin Reyes, na makakasama nyo po ngayong hapon sa panonood ng match na ito. At syempre po, kasama po natin si Noringo at walang iba kundi si Ai Tinsay na magdadala ng mga maaksyong kwento mamaya sa courtside. Pero handang-handa na kami dito. Simulan na natin to. Tayo game na sa PVL 2019.
Good afternoon, PVL fans. Ito na po ang kapanapanabik na Day 9 ng ating PVL Open Conference at maya-maya maghaharap na ang sister teams for the very first time. Ang Choco Mucho Flying Titans kontra ang Creamline Cool Smashers, ang kanilang mga ate. Kaya tingnan natin, Noreen and Sinjin, kung sino ang mananaig sa game today, lalo na ang daming fans who are rooting for them both.
Tama nga, ay ang daming fans na nasa loob ng arena ngayon, pero ang dami din ang nagtatanong, ano nga ba ang lagay ng ating team standings. Pero bago yon, i-welcome muna natin syempre si Noreen. Noreen, welcome. I'm so happy to be with you again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a long day and a long evening of
volleyball. Because we know you're the queen of 9 setters.
You're the king.
Okay, but we will see what's going to happen. Let's go back first to our team standings. Creamline is on top, Noreen.
Yeah, with 5-0. Syempre, they want to keep that streak. No? Banco Perlas 4-2, Motolite 3-1, Army Petrogas. Army's 2-1, Petrogas and Choco Mucho 2-2, Valley Pure 2-3, Chef's Classic 0-5, and Air Force 0-4. Syempre ang Choco Mucho, ang goal nila to put that one in the lost standing of Creamline.
Of course, all the teams here are looking and aiming at Creamline right now. But ito, speaking of aims and goals natin na maka 1 million sa Facebook. Pero saan pa nga ba tayo pwedeng samahan ng ating mga kapamilya ay?
Siyempre, since mga kapamilya, tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports at gamitan ng hashtag na PVL 2019 for your comments and insights on the match. You may also check out our exclusive photos and videos sa Instagram namin at ABS-CBN Sports. Make sure you keep up to date about all things on the Premier Volleyball League by following the country's #1 sports website, sports.abs-cbn.com. And syempre, i-follow nyo na ang aming Facebook kasi 985,879 na kami.
Nako, ilang likes na lang ba ang kailangan natin ay para makompleto ang 1 million na goal natin?
Hindi ako magaling sa math dyan. Basta, like na kayo, guys!
Like na lang kayo para hindi na mahirapan itong si Ai Tinsay na patuloy ang pag-ikot dito sa arena para sa mga balita niya mamaya. Kami naman din rin ang maghihimay ng game na ito sa aming pagbalik dito lamang sa PVL 2019.
The net.
We welcome you back at the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference, and you're now witnessing the protocol between our two teams. Purple going up against Pink at maghaharap na nga ang magkapatid na koponan dito sa PVL for the first time in their histories. But ito, let's start, Noreen, by discussing our Choco Mucho Flying Titans and their last match.
Yeah, I mean, I covered that. No, that was against Banco Perlas. For me, I think the greatest problem in that game was consistency. They can show us that they can play well, and if they play well, they lead, but they have to maintain that level of play. In the second set, they had a comfortable lead, but they didn't maintain it, so they eventually lost that set, and in 3 straight sets. So they want to, be better in today's game because they want to learn from that game.
And I'm sure there are a lot of learnings that the team will be bringing in coming into this match. And speaking of our Choco Mucho Flying Titans, Noreen, kasama natin ang kapitana ng Choco Mucho, walang iba kundi si Maddie Madayag. Maddie, welcome to the panel.
Thank you po, hello.
Maddie, ang aking unang tanong nung tinanong ko si Coach Oliver, ano nga ba ang game plan coming into this match? Ang sagot niya sa akin is to focus on yourselves because you're a young squad and you have to do what you need to do for yourselves first. How do you respond to this as a captain?
Well, actually, kaming lahat nagkakaintindihan naman kami sa loob na bago kami nagsasama. So, we're all new to the system. I mean, actually, me, Kat, Bea, and Kim aren't new. So, maybe that's why. He wants us to lead the team kasi kami yung familiar sa system. So, kumbaga, para matulungan namin yung mga athletes namin na bago pa sa sistema.
I guess with your games that you've already played, what is the greatest learning so far that you can bring throughout the conference?
Well, I think it's more on how we gel as a team and how we come back from our errors talaga.
Right.
Huling tanong, Maddie, kayo ang mas nakababatang kapatid nitong koponan ng Creamline Cool Smashers. Alam naman natin sa mga ingan ng mga magkakapamilya, magpapatalo ba yung mas bata ngayong araw na ito?
Siyempre, maglalaban kami talaga, diba? So, we'll give our best talaga. We'll see how it goes.
And we will be expecting your best in this match. But speaking of your best, I know you need to do some warm-up para ma-bring out mo yung best match or best figures mo later. Maraming salamat, Maddie, sa pagsama sa amin dito ngayon. And speaking of Maddie Madayag, her former teammate from the Ateneo also had a lackluster performance, unfortunately, in this last match. We're talking about Kat Tolentino, who in the past 3 games before their Banco game had a total outing of 55 big points. And on that last match, she was just trimmed down to 8 points, Noreen.
Yeah, but we have to give to Banco. Banco obviously scouted her very well. They played well. They checked her. But we expect in today's game she's going to score more points because she has to. So according to Maddie, they want to lead the team and they want to lead the team to victory.
Yes, and I got to ask Kat about that a while ago. Sabi nga niya, talagang naramdaman niya yung pag-scout ng Banco sa kanya in that last match. But let's see how things would change. Maddie was in full form in that time. Paano pa kung magsabay silang dalawa?
Of course.
At yan yung aasahan natin dito mula sa ating Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Pero ito naman, let's go to the other side of the court sa aming pagbabalik dito lamang sa PVL Open Conference. And we are back here at the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference in Reyes po. Kasama pa din si Noreen Go. And Noreen, let's talk about the Creamline Cool Smashers who in their last match, facing off their finals appearance as well, the same finals appearance from the Reinforced Conference against the Petrogas Angels, nanalo sila in 3 straight sets.
Actually, much anticipated yung game na yan. But everyone was surprised, 3 sets lang, although challenged in the second set. But they were able to maintain their composure and actually win it in 3. Led by, of course, Gia Morado. Yung setting, ball distribution par excellence. She got 4 players in double digits. So it's really balanced scoring for Creamline.
At gusto ko yung par excellence because it was really
talaga.
a great performance for the Cool Smashers. It was a statement win for Creamline. And speaking of the Creamline Cool Smashers, kasama natin na rin ang isa sa mga nag-step up in that match. Walang iba kundi ang kanilang super player in the middle na si Sed Domingo. Sed, welcome sa panel.
Hello po. Good afternoon.
Yes, and Sed, ngayong gabing ito, ang kaharap nyo ay ang inyong mga nakababatang kapatid sa Ribisco. May pagkakaiba ba sa paghahanda nyo papasok dito sa match na ito?
Wala po. Same approach po sa training.
Same level of scouting? Everything is same?
Yes.
So nothing different? Walang parang magiging mabait tayo dito dahil
Wala
kapatid?
po.
So we're expecting a clean-cut, fierce Creamline today.
Yes.
Yeah, pero I'm sure ni-scout niya sila, no? So ano sa tingin mo yung greatest threat sa game nila?
Siguro po yung middles.
Kalaban mo.
Nakalaban mo. At ito naman ang aking tanong, mabilis na tanong lang. Tinanong ko yung mga kasama mo kanina, ikaw naman para sa'yo, ano sa tingin mo ang advantage ng kupunan ninyo kontra ang Choco Mucho?
Siguro yung one advantage namin is, yun nga, matagal nang nabuo yung team na to. And konti lang kami nadagdag. So, yung parang...
Sistema?
Yeah, same lang.
At yun nga yung aasahan namin mula sa inyo. At good luck sa iyo, Sed. At
Thank you.
hahayaan ka na namin bumalik sa inyong warm-up. We got to talk to Sed Domingo, and in their last match, Domingo worked wonders with her cool contributions for the squad.
Yeah. No, actually, for the fans of Celine Domingo, they have to be happy with her performance here because, towards the end of UAAP, medyo nag-struggle siya because of her workload, her academic load. So, the fans are really excited that she's playing her brand of volleyball and they're looking forward to more contributions from Seth.
And her fans are actually looking for her na mapasama talaga dun sa formidable 6 nitong Creamline. And in their last match, the contributions were there, her participation was there. That's why it's a great performance for Sed Domingo. Pero ito na rin, maliban kay Sed Domingo, marami sa ating mga kapamilya ang nag-aabang sa match na ito. Kaya huwag niyo pong kalimutan i-tweet kami at ABS-CBN Sports at gamitin ang hashtag na PVL2019. We are also on Instagram via at ABS-CBN Sports. At syempre po, i-like nyo na po ang ating Facebook page, that's at Premier Volleyball League on Facebook. On court side, bringing in the beats for us today is none other than DJ Jams na excited para sa match na ito. Sa aming pagbabalik, sisimulan na namin ang matchup na ito sa pagitan ng Creamline at Choco Mucho dito lamang sa inyong paboritong Premier Volleyball League Open Conference.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Rene Caspillo. Second referee, Ms. Joy De Imos. Let us welcome our starting lineup from our Creamline Dual Smashers. Team captain is number 2, Eliza Valdez. At number 5, Risa Sato. Wearing jersey number 7, Michelle Teresa Gumabao. At number 12, Julia Melissa Morado. Number 13, Celine Domingo. And number 15, Jessica Margaret Galanza. Liberos are number 11, Kyla Atienza. And number 22, Melissa Gohin. Head coach, Mr. Anusorn Tai Undin. Presenting our Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Team captain is number 7, Miss Madeleine Irenea Madayag. At number 1, Mary Grace Masangkay. Wearing jersey number 6, Sheila Marie Pineda. At number 8, Ariana May Angustia. Number 10, Katrina May Tolentino. And number 24, Manila Santos Nang. Liberos are number 12, Dancel Jan Dusaran. And number 18, Cassandra Mirella Egiliana. Head coach, Mr. Oliver Almagro.
Thank you so much, Coach Mac, for the introduction of our first 6. So the only change on the side of Creamline is Domingo will be starting. This is still with the absence of Pau Soriano for their lineup, but it's still the usual suspects for Coach Tai Bundit. Sa kabilang panig naman, sabi ni Coach Oliver sa akin, wala naman daw silang babaguhin, wala naman daw surprise, but lo and behold, we're all surprised now with the entry of Manila Santos Nang in the first 6.
So what their fans have been waiting for, no? Dito pala sa Creamline ilalabas si Manila Santos. Tinago.
At yung interesting dyan is, in our ABS-CBN Sports page in Instagram and on Twitter, this was the key matchup. Eliza Valdez daw. It's legend versus phenom. It's going to be an interesting matchup here. So let's see if the fan fiction will become reality today.
So it's purple or slash violet against pink.
Ube laban sa strawberry.
Pwede. Oo nga.
We start our match with Gia Morado on the service line. Picked up by her batchmate Hekeliana Tolentino, going through the blockers, gets a point. That checks in.
Choco Mucho.
Yeah, it's really important for Choco Mucho to start out strong. No? We saw that in Banco Perlas, but starting out strong and maintaining that level of play, that is going to be huge for Choco Mucho.
The crucial part here, Noreen, is the finish for you.
Yeah.
Because we know that they could get the points. They could rack it up.
Yep.
Gia goes to Eliza.
Valdez ties the set.
Perfect connection. Finding just the right spot there. And the fans go wild.
Well, as expected, I'm sure Gia Morado is really going to distribute her sets, get everyone involved in that previous game against Petrogas. 4 players in double digits. So imagine she's giving everyone the opportunity.
That will be an ace for the 3-time UAAP best server.
Targeting Ila Santos.
Yes.
I feel for Ila Santos Nang though. Can we say Ila Santos or dapat Santos Nang?
Service.
I think everyone knows who she is,
Okay.
so there's no problem with either.
No, I feel for her because syempre, in this big stage, di ba? Playing against Creamline, then you start, syempre, yung emotions inside of her.
But I asked her earlier, do you feel any pressure? Are you ready? Sabi niya, ready.
Sabi din.
That's the champion caliber of Anila Santos na.
Of course.
Through all right now as Kat Tolentino serves for the girls in purple. Picked up by Atienza. Angustia returns it. Dancel Dusaran pops up for Pineda, going for a sharp cross. Doesn't work.
Yeah, cut shot, no? Pero kind of miss hit. But that set was actually kind of far also for Bang Pineda.
Medyo buka. Naging set doon.
And one thing important, Sage, we were talking about it a couple of days ago. They have to listen to their coach talking about Choco Mucho. When the coach gives instructions, especially to AC Masangkay, diba? They have to really listen.
They have to actually follow the instructions because we saw that frustration from Coach Oliver in their last match na parang hindi lumalabas yung ini-instruct niya. Ilang beses niya sinabi na, listen to me, and this is what we see from the outside of the court.
Yep.
2 points ahead ang Cool Smashers dito as Celine Domingo serves for the Cool Smashers.
Oh, good serve.
Straight to Santos ng free ball, bibigay ni Ila. On the other side, Set picks it up. Morado goes to a quick to Sato. Bantay na bantay ni Angustia.
Sato, well read by Angustia.
And that
There's a net
gives
touch.
an inch difference for Choco Mucho. Let's look at that block again.
Yeah, anticipated very well. You know, Angustia has to play big also today. Very key yung role niya in the middle.
Sabi nga ni Sed, isa sa mga advantages nila ay yung kanilang pagiging matagal ng sistema dito. Ito, libreng puntos may bibigay ni Angustia sa Cool Smashers. Cool Smashers now up by 2 points.
So also yung hirap for new teams is really how to get players kasi a lot of players already have contracts, diba?
Yep.
So if you form a new team, come on, I mean, who can we get at this point?
That was one difficulty that was posed against this Choco Mucho squad.
I'm sure.
Being a 2-month-old team. And that's what people have to remember when they watch the girls in purple as they don't get that ball across.
Serving 3.
Abante ng 3 points ang Creamline Cool Smashers dito. And those bobheads swing side to side.
Yep, the pink side is moving happily.
Pero kanina nung pregame pa lang we saw how energetic the fans could be. They were neck to neck against each other as Madayag looking for a check.
7.
Doesn't get it, but he will argue. First referee denies that.
It looked like there was no.
Yeah.
There was for you.
We'll wait for a replay from Derek Abbott first.
But the call stays
Yep, the call
nonetheless.
stays. Judgment call, of course, from our first referee. Morado goes up to Galanza, denied there by one of the best blockers from the UAP in Season 81. Tolentino from the back row. She was silent in their last
good
game.
save.
Galanza there, tipping it to the other side. They go to Pineda. Picked up by Valdez. Morado goes to Sato. Oh, that quick connection is just there for the side of the Cool Smashers. That gives a 5-point lead. Let's look at this again. That save from Alyssa. That one-handed set from Gia leading to that conversion. And the ball is still alive. We'll be back here at the PVL. We are back here at the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. Choco Mucho versus the Creamline Cool Smashers. And I heard Ai din sa talk to Alyssa Valdez earlier. Let's listen to Ai's report.
Sinjanarin para sa team captain ng Creamline Cool Smashers ang overall best scorer natin as of the moment na si Alyssa Valdez. One thing that they will surely do today is to stick to their mantra. Happy lang, and syempre they have to stay committed to one another. Sabi niya na the Choco Mucho Flying Titans does have a technical advantage kasi malakas ang kanilang blocking at ang kanilang mga service. Pero in line with that, syempre the Cool Smashers talagang prepared for that with their floor defense and their service receive. Sabi niya she's happy given the 1 week they were given to train and improve on what we were lacking. Sabi niya for the lengthening of the season, talagang stronger connection and commitment ang kailangan nila. For Alyssa, a win is a win, but more than that, they want to feel that they have to give 100% for every single game that's coming. Kaya tingnan natin ang connection of Smashers sa set 1. Back to you, Sinjanarin.
Maraming salamat, Ai. And I also got to talk to Alyssa earlier. she mentions this situation is quite weird.
Well
This is the
read
first
by
time that there's
Valdez.
sister
Ball is
teams
out.
that would be
9
facing each
to 4.
other.
Yeah, but typical Eliza, you know, that's why her fans love her so much is because she always gives her 110%.
That's what we're going to expect from
Creamline.
the ladies in white and pink today as Galanza serves. Picked up there by Manila Santos Nang. Set up, they go to Manila. Manila hits it to the other side. Picked up by Gemma. They go to Sato. Quick reactions there. Manila on that hit. And Manila gets her first
Scored
kill
one
here
for
to the
Choco
celebration
Mucho.
of the
Five to
fans
nine.
in purple. Let's look at that again.
Showing us veteran smarts, just finding that. Oh, I saw Coach O also celebrated because that should pump her up. You know, her Manila Santos.
Serving for the Flying Titans.
Pinapakilala ulit niya ang kanyang
Oo,
sarili
exactly.
dito. Casey Masangkay on the serve. They go to the quick to Risa, denied. Maddie Madayag on the regalo. You can't just leave the net on a Maddie Madayag.
Yeah, this is their strongest front line. Talking about Choco Mucho, so you gotta take advantage. The fact that si Maddie, there's si Captain Estilo and Ida Santos.
Let's see how Choco Mucho will continue. Gia goes up to Eliza. Triple block doesn't work. Dusaran chooses Tolentino. Picked up by MG. They go up to Eliza, tipping it over. Masangkay was there.
Net touch.
Konting gigil
Madayag.
kay Maddie.
10-6.
With that net infraction, up by 4 are the Cool
The
Smashers.
second referee, no, specific, pointed to Maddie kasi Kato saying, no, I didn't
sikat
touch it.
talaga
It was
tumatakbo.
Maddie.
The 2017 Open Conference second
Risa
best
Sato.
middle blocker, Risa
Serving
Sato,
for Creamline.
will now be serving for Creamline.
Whoa!
Lucky serve there. They go to the running Madayag. Picked up there by Gumabaw. Eliza denied by Madayag. Eliza on the second try.
Valdez.
That finds the line.
11.
We know Eliza Valdez is so crafty. You have two great blockers in Tolentino and Madayag, and she goes
Time out.
cross.
Flying Titans.
Very deep cross. That's just phenomenal to the dancing Creamline Cool Smashers. Let's listen to the Coach Oliver Almadro timeout.
So when you get the catch position, diba? Tapos net ka, tapos nagbigay ka ng position. Okay, again. Girls, look, we're doing good. I like the hustle. But kailangan natin maging consistent in doing right. Okay? Sige, of course. Alam na nila kung saan sila pupunta eh. Alam na nila yung go-to guy nila. They know what to do. But we just have to acknowledge it and acknowledge our strength. We have our strength now. You have to acknowledge it. You know your strength now. Okay, girls, just think of positive thoughts. Okay, let's go.
Acknowledge your strengths. Ang sabi ni Coach Oliver Preto, we have former Lady Eagles with us. Cassie Hekeliana with the Hekeliana family, of course. Carla Hekeliana and her sister. And we also have Jamie La Victoria with Imelda La Victoria. That's the mom of Jamie La Victoria. Risa Sato on your screens now for the serve.
Yeah, strong start by Creamline.
They go up to Manila from the back row.
Attackero ng
Manila having trouble with that ball.
Medyo tentative yung hit niya doon. You can feel, you can sense that, nerve setting in pa for Ida Santos.
Risa Sato continues to serve for the Cool Smashers. Picked up there by Manila. Manila
13-6.
unable to receive that properly.
Boy, they've been targeting Manila Santos here in the set at least.
May challenge talaga na yung ginagawa. Picked up there by Bang. They go up to Kat Tolentino. Denied there by Domingo and Morado. And this now
by
inflated
Domingo.
to an 8-point advantage for the Cool
14-6.
Smashers. Let's look at that again.
Yeah, showing us that she was once the best blocker in the UAAP. Talking about Celine Domingo.
That's also a great point there about the strong blockers. They go up to Tolentino on the open side.
Wide by
Tolentino under the ball there.
15-6.
Unable to convert. This gives a 9-point advantage to the Cool Smashers as Coach Oliver Almadro calls timeout for Choco Mucho. Let's listen in.
You don't, but the the ball is already here. Why will you put the cross now? You have to read also. Girls, Ila, look. Makinig kayo ba? 3-man receive eh. Hindi mo pwede papuntahin dito si Ila. Kailangan niya. No. Walang short. Madaling forward yan. Kailangan yan. Kailangan yan, Ila. Kumuha kayo ng area and then get there. Yes. Okay, again. Come on, we have to win.
Laban lang! Choco Mucho!
And we are back here as we see back on Austria with Miguel, with Sir Alan Acero, Danny Ravena, Chumason and Jiga. We also see Dina Wong there. So a mix of pink and purple and blue.
I'd love to ask them, who are you cheering for today?
Gusto ko yung shirt ni Sir Alan eh. Pink and purple. Para it's a tie.
Yeah.
Pinuto ni Bang, si Eliza, pupunta kay Kat Tolentino through the block and gets a point after the timeout. That's what you want to see if you're Coach Oliver.
Exactly, and that's what you want to see if you're a Kat Tolentino fan. You want her, nabablock siya, but you have to forget about it and fight, di ba? Try to get it over, get it through, get the point somehow.
Maddie Madayag.
Maddie Madayag will now serve
Choco Mucho.
for Choco Mucho. Gia goes to a running set. Domingo off the hands of Bang Pineda.
Second time
Par excellence.
16.
Par excellence, as we said earlier.
7.
And that gives
Choco
us
Mucho.
a 9-point advantage for the Cool Smashers. We'll be back after the short break. Back here at the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference, we're now seeing the crowd that we have here inside the arena. Punong-puno ang arena at hindi mapigilan ang excitement ng mga tao dito. At kanina nakita natin yung pag-challenge ng mga fans sa isa't isa. Palitan ng sigaw, palitan ng hiyaw dito sa loob ng arena.
Naka-obvious talaga yung pink, when they cross going to the purple side, kita mo And the purple did the same thing, so it was actually fun to watch.
That would be an interesting bit to see as well, the fans challenging each other.
Di ba?
At the service zone.
Siyempre may sibling rivalry nga daw.
Wala nang sibling-sibling ngayon.
Rivalry
na yan.
Gia Morado on the serve now. Bullet straight to Kim Hekeliana. AC goes to Tolentino through the blockers. Nobody home for coverage.
8
Straight points for Kat Tolentino. That's good for Choco Mucho.
Coach Oliver liking this. And that's interesting because Kat is passing through the taller blocker here with
the Flying Titans.
Gumapaw and Domingo.
Yeah.
Morado goes up to Eliza, tipping it. Kat for the coverage. Dusaran puts it up. Hila Santos, easy over on the other side. They go to Eliza from the middle, picked up by Dusaran. Great save there from Dancel. They go to the running Domingo. That sails out. Creamline looking for a check. Clarifications here from our first referee. Look at that again. Domingo going for that.
Oh, yeah.
There's a ball touch called on the Flying Titan.
It was a check, good
Point
call.
serve for Creamline.
Great call there. We have the advantage of the replay, and that was consistent with the call of the referee.
Sometimes it really happens so fast that even the referees can't see it.
Eliza Valdez.
That's why we have 2 of them there and 4 linesmen working together.
Yeah.
Angustia trying to convert. Nobody home
right
for
in the
coverage
hole.
there. Bang Pineda.
Galanza.
And Hila Santos left frozen.
18-8.
So you don't want to see, miscue. You're down now by 10. Yung mga balls yan, you have to communicate and try to get them.
Choco Mucho. It's out.
10
for
points.
Imbo. In.
Ang abante ng Creamline Cool Smashers dito, pinasok si Cindy Imbo,
Service.
who we saw last year with Team Irga. Eliza on the serve. Kat, hinabol, free ball, susubok tatawid. Hindi.
19 to
Yeah,
9.
you can see early on, no? I mean, it's not early anymore, but here in the first set, first ball problems for Choco Mucho.
That's something that they really have to work on. Even the coverage
Yes.
has been quite problematic on the side of Choco Mucho.
Yeah, especially when you're playing against a mighty team in a Creamline.
Domingo
Creamline Cool
guarding
Smashers.
the net.
First ball is really
20 to
imperative.
8.
And you said mighty. The mighty crowd is here right behind said Domingo
Substitution.
with that mighty block.
Choco Mucho. 24 out. 2.
Shang Berte
in.
comes in for Ila Santos ng 20 to 8. 12 points down.
Valdez.
Ina Angustia and the rest of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Another good serve.
Inangat dito ni AC papunta kay Imbo. And they do find the corner
Imbo
there.
gets a ball touch.
Yeah, I think it was a good
There was a-
call, no? Check
9
ball.
to
There's a
20.
check.
So, magandang hugot yan from the bench. Imbo scores automatically.
Tolentino.
Both starters in the open position were replaced already. Gia goes up to Galanza. Galanza finding the end
finds
zone
spot.
and gets the
21 to 9.
21st point for the Cool Smashers.
Like her timing, you know?
Perfect for that low pass.
Oh, but of course it was a great set. You saw in that slow-mo the blockers were late, no? And Galanza just reading the
Domingo.
defense of Choco
For the
Mucho.
Cool Smashers.
Domingo continues to serve for Creamline. That's too high.
+1 for Choco Mucho.
Gives a free point to the ladies in purple. The Anticar comes
Substitution.
in for
Choco
Kat
Mucho,
Tolentino
10 out,
on the
11,
service line
Ticar,
and
in.
Shannon
Timeout,
Palak
15, Palak,
up front.
in.
UST standout. Shannon, of course, we remember her from the UAP.
I like the substitution. You know, you're down
Ayan ang gusto
by a
niya.
huge margin. You want to change things up, eh. You know, these substitutions hopefully will pop the team up.
Just to change the tempo, but that girl has been
Gumabaw,
quiet
corner
and silent
pocket.
in the last few rallies.
22 to
Gumabaw
10.
makes her presence felt there in that last point.
Substitution. Creamline, 7 out.
Well, that's her
8,
first crack
Cayetano,
Yep.
in.
at the attack, and she gets a point.
But she's replaced by Phil Kainglet Cayetano.
Will Cayetano.
To serve.
Serving.
Oh, designated
Cool
server, no?
Smasher.
Yup, she has played that role for Creamline. They go up to Palek. On the other side, they choose Galanza, denied by
No
Palek and
entry,
Madayag.
says Madayag. To
Yeah, this is what
Galanza.
Coach O is saying. Know your
11,
advantage.
22.
Acknowledge your advantage. Your advantage, Madi, Madayag. Diba? When she's in the center, you gotta get your blocks.
And this was the hustle that Coach O was mentioning at the start of the set.
Ready for the
Yeah,
Flying
May hustle
Titans.
naman yung team niya. eh.
Oh.
Serve coming from Choco Mucho. They go up to Galanza from the opposite side.
touch.
But a net touch will be called against
Madayag. 23
Maddie
to
or
11.
Berte.
I don't know, when the second
Yeah,
referee
yeah.
pointed,
Pointed.
parang in the
Yeah, in the middle
in
of
the
the two.
middle.
That's why I was also quite confused.
And you cannot look at them
Gemma
because
Galanza.
dead ba sila? They won't
Oo.
admit na sila
Smackers.
nag-touch
Siyempre walang
ng net.
aamin.
Yeah.
Queen Falcon, Gemma Galanza on the serve now.
Wow, what a good serve.
Sharp serve there. They go up to Palek, cross court. And
Alec
Creamline
on the handle.
unable to handle
Morado,
that.
12 to 23.
Choco Mucho adds 1 to their tally, down by 11 points again.
Well, so far, the people off the bench are scoring.
Substitution, Choco Mucho. 11 out,
Binilig
10.
dito sa Choco Mucho si
in.
Tolentino at si
15 out,
Masangkay.
1. Masangkay.
Palek and
in.
the guard takes a rest again.
Yeah, you know, if you're Choco Mucho, you look at the
Masangkay.
score, no? 12-23,
For the Flying
12-23.
Titans.
But we always say this as analysts, as anchors, so they want to build momentum going into the next set.
And that's what
Valdez
you want to see
sees a
if you're
hole.
in the side of Choco Mucho. But
Creamline
Eliza
now at
Valdez
set point.
still
Advantage.
unstoppable with the golden hands.
Golden hands.
Yan yung joke sa kanya ni Ella De Jesus nung college pa sila. Kasi kahit ano daw tapik ni Eliza, lumulusot.
For the set.
Yan siya kagaling.
Lisa.
Paano daw yun?
Tapos.
Berta there for the pickup. Eliza picked it to the other side. Domingo catching. But
Domingo ends the set.
finishes the set.
Creamline, 25.
Creamline gets set number 1, 25-12, courtesy of that Domingo hit. And that ends set number 1 here between the siblings. Creamline and Choco Mucho will return here at the PVL Open Conference.
Pamilya sports fans worldwide. This is Eliza Valdez. Thank you for watching the set 1 of today's PVL game. Para mapanood ng live ang mga susunod na exciting PVL sets, just go to iWant.ph or sports.abs-CBN.com.